Hey, what's up? I got some more lore content for you guys. We're a few weeks into the expansion, which means we have a lot of decks to talk about that have been refined and have come up as meta staples. I want to cover 3 of the strongest decks so far this patch. That way you have a good understanding of what's strong, whether you want to play the best decks themselves or if you want to know how to counter them. Let's see what these strong decks are, shall we? Welcome to Meta Report. And we'll be starting off with a meta dominator, PinkHec, coming in with a win rate of 56.28% and a play rate of 6.84%. It is taking a stranglehold on the meta. Its best matchups include Elder Dragon Morgana Shyvana, Jack Set, Braum Elder Dragon Gnar, and also Lux Vex. Its worst matchups are Elder Norra, Jin Annie, the Poro King, and another variation of Elder Norra that does not have Vex in it. The main theme of this deck is to play very similarly to Zed Gwen, which was a very strong deck for quite a few months, and then Zed got rotated, so now it just basically changed forms. We still have Shark Chariot, we still even have some Hallow stuff. We're not entirely rocking Gwen because we don't need her, we just have Hec for mid and late game stuff, but it's basically a lot of the same setup. You want to play ephemerals, grant things ephemeral, have ramping attackers on the board like Shadow Apprentice and Sparring Student. Rest in peace, Green Glade Duo, you are now in Eternal, so we have to basically push all of our damage with the Shadow Apprentice, right? And it's elusive. And then come up with like really big one-turn kills with over 20 damage super easily, especially units that can't be blocked like elusive is really annoying. And you can also play things that grab the opponent's board, you know, making it to where you can manipulate the attack in your favor and get a bunch of damage in. It's got some cards that have come back from Eternal like the Haunted Relic and Onslaught of Shadows, which also help just ramp up these Shark Chariots, right? Get multiple attacks in, get a bunch of dudes on the board. We have multiple ways to buff ephemeral allies that get summoned, and it's basically just an ephemeral nightmare for the opponent to deal with. We also have Dragon Ambush to do those extra attacks on defense turn or set up on attack turn, just like we used to as Zed Gwen, and Hec as a finisher card that gives our ephemerals even more attack to push with. So overall, just a very explosive deck. It's a combo aggro deck. Again, if you liked Zed Gwen previously, you will have no problem picking this up, and it will continue to be a dominant force in the near future. And that's it for the deck rundown. Now here's a live commentary game so you can see how the deck plays out. I'll be giving context while I'm playing certain cards, and hopefully it gives you a good feel on how to play the deck. And for this example game, we have Braum Silver of Volibear. We have Stagehand, Hec double stalking. I definitely do not want stalking. I think Stagehand is really good just in general, but for the most part, what we want is our 1-drops that scale, like Sparring Student and stuff like that, and our Soul Shepherd, and also our Moonlit Glenkeeper. Very important for opening hand, and of course Shark, which we got. We got the Sharky boys. I think I'm going to do an Islander on a Shark, make it cheaper. It's already ephemeral. I don't want to give Glenkeeper ephemeral. This unit's so good if it stays on the board. So we don't ever want to hit Glenkeeper with ephemeral if we can help it. This is going to be a lot nicer because we can play 1-mana Shark on our next attack turn, and maybe that gives us like more mana to work with essentially. Get a Shark on defense. Let it die. Go into turn 3. And then we can play 1-mana Shark. We don't even have to Haunted Relic. We're only going to do that if they kill the Shark. Nope. Okay. I think we're going to save Haunted Relic then for our attack 5 with this. Bonk, bonk, bonk. That's half their HP already gone. Of course, they're not playing anything yet. We have to be scared of their mid-game developments for the most part. Soul Shepherd. Glenkeeper. Okay. I think it's actually a stalking turn. Hello, Braum. Hello, Braum. Now let's set up the Soul Shepherd.
The journey ahead is long.
We want our damage ampers. Ooh, formidable. I think that is a really good combo. Regen Formidable Braum with Challenger. Just like that. That man's a one-man army. Now you can kill my 2/3, so I lose the damage amping. Very good play. Very, very good play. Are we gonna stalking? I don't think so. I think we can save it. I'm burning 1 mana though. Now let's play the stalking. Ooh, more Shark. Hey, access to more shark is always good. And not hate on that. Like, look how much sharking I have. An incredible amount. That's like 4 sharks in grave if both of these die. So what I want to do is a shark. And then probably the Moonlit Glenkeeper. Either that or I do shark and relic. It's going to be a 3-1 that can grab. I guess I can grab the 3-3 with that. Oh, it's a 4-1 actually, right? No, 3-1, yeah. And then the sharks are going to come out with 4 attack each. So we're going to grab 3-3-3-1. Never mind. And I'm probably still grabbing it, actually. And then the Fearsome always gets to attack. I have no Hallow engraved, just something to, you know, keep in mind. 2 sharks, send it. We're very aggressive, so we might as well full send. Uh-huh. Live with 2. Live with 1. Man, they're so greedy. If I had Mark of the Isles, that could be a kill. Okay, but they are currently living with 1. If they don't have any access to healing, then all we need to do is just tickle them. 1 little bit of damage will kill them. Just an eensy bit. I want to get Hecarim, low-key. I'm pretty sure this is just a Hecarim angle into open attack. Because of how much sharking I have. Hey, are you going to be able to spit out enough blockers? I think maybe they are, actually. Let's see. Open attack. Oh my goodness. Let's go, Hecarim! And we get to see one of the coolest level up animations in the game. Arcade Hecarim. Run it. So sick. The guitar solo coming in. So we're up 1 attacker, which means if they have Harsh Winds or anything like that, they're fine. Just 1 attacker. But they are going to lose a majority of their units blocking all of this, right? Since they have gone down to 1. Which I guess it wouldn't have mattered a couple turns ago, because if I kill them from 1, I'm also killing them from 5. So, yeah. Dead on the Hecarim attack call. Basically what the deck wants to do. And for the next deck, we're going to flip an entire 180, and I'm going to show you a control deck. Not only that, but so far, the best control deck of the patch. That is Elder Dragon Norra Vex. Coming in with a win rate of 57.14% and a play rate of 4.86%. If you want to play control, this is definitely the deck to do it with. Its best matchups include the PinkHec, which we just covered, Elder Dragon Mordekaiser Viego, Jin Annie, my main deck, and also Lux Vex. Its worst matchups are Elder Dragon Morgana Shyvana, Braum Elder Dragon Gnar, Aurelion Sol Elder Dragon Morgana, and Deep, funnily enough. So much like how Hecarim is super similar to Zed Gwen from previous patches, this deck is still pretty much the same as previous iterations of NorraElder. It's got like a couple different cards in here, some different stuff to play around since rotation did happen and the deck lost Lord Bromane, but it also got some new control cards in the form of Glare and also Grim, right? Coming in with the Vex expansion. It's running a couple different weird things for top end as well. But all of it does get buffed from the Elder Dragon. So basically the main point of the deck is to control the board early using removal, pie toss, glare, things like that, and then get value down through junk construct and also Norra portals, which summon random dudes that you can attack and block with, slowly getting ahead of the opponent in resources, because that's what this deck is trying to do. It's a resource-based control deck, and it also uses early bird to hurt the opponent's resources even more, forcing them to discard a card. And you can even generate early bird from Conchologist and get even more discarding. So really, really strong early game that ties it together. You just play dudes, play removal, and then you curve into the mid game pretty safely, and then play 6 cost plus allies that also get benefits from the Elder Dragon being in here. So Cloud is really good because it discounts the hand. Fire Spitter's a really good card for removal and damage. Grim's a really good card for removal. Windsinger's a really good card to put something back in the opponent's hand that has been developed and has a bunch of keywords like Deathless and things like that. Then you just put it right back in the hand, like Viego type stuff, you know? Ancient Yeti, which is going to be one of the deck's actual like win cons. This is similar to Wiggly Burblefish in a way, where Ancient Yeti is going to be one of the pressure tools. It's going to discount, and then since the Elder Dragon gives boons to things that cost a base of 6 or higher, even when this comes down as like a 2-drop, it will get the boon and be annoying. Really good with Challenger, really good with Fearsome, really good with Impact. So just overall, pretty strong card. Mini T to lock out the opponent in the late game. This is kind of like a replacement for Bromane. So that's what this deck is doing. It's basically like the same as before, but with very one-to-one replacements, and the deck still functions because of that. It's got Edestine for late game stickiness, and Opticon as a big finisher in case the game is going late, and you just need a really big dude to attack with. And that's it for the deck rundown. Now here's a live commentary game so you can see how it plays out. And for this example game, we have a variation of PinkHec, which again we just covered and played. This one does have Gwen in it. They just want to carbon copy Zed Gwen, replace Zed, put in Hecarim, so this is a good matchup for us. We definitely want to keep the Pie Toss early. I'm kind of down to keep Portalpalooza and Junk. Seems kind of strong. I like having the draw card. I love having the Portal Synergy. And we also have a mid-game unit to try to transition us into the mid nice and safely. So we can put Vex on the board, use it for pressure. Second Vex can now be Glare. Yeah, we're just going to immediately Pie that, and then the opponent's going to surrender. Because that really sucks for them. Of course we have Pie in opening hand. They try to play Sparring Student or a second Apprentice. We can kill that too. Pie Toss is just one of the strongest removal cards in the game, so Bandle City, especially Control Bandle, is still in a really good spot. Onslaught of Shadows makes sense. I'm going to go ahead and play Junk Construct, and probably block one of these, that way we can get a portal in our top 4 cards here. And it also prevents 2 damage. The portal unit we draw has a pretty high chance of being better than that 2/2, and also has synergy with the deck and like Norra level in case we ever get there and stuff. Portal Pioneer, what is really important for us to kill? They don't have weapons. We could heal. Keywords is like whatever, we could turn off Quick Attack or Overwhelm, but I actually feel like the Landmark one is pretty good too, in case they run the Landmark. I think safely, we should grab the Blunder. And also get our blocker on the board. There we go. Sounds good. And then this turn, it's Portal or Vex. Oh, we hit a Portal unit. Yeah, that's a balanced one to get. Oh, we have a free Ephemeral blocker on our defense turn, which should deter their attack. So that is fantastic for us. Very, very good. Love that. Love that a lot, actually. I kind of want to play the Vex. Not even the Norra. I can play Norra later. Back up the bands. Sure. Let's go ahead and Pastry. Actually, I'm down to just block these. I ain't gotta do nothing yet, really? Like at all. Actually, that was Pastry 1. If we Pastry 1, whichever one gets Hallowed, we can block with the Encroaching Mist. That's better than taking an additional 2 damage, right? So we do like that. We can do like that. And do I want to threaten my Vex with a Mark of the Isles? Not really. So I'm going to choose to take 2 damage here. I'm kind of down to keep my 1/1. That way we can use it to block even more damage later. Very nice, very nice. Turn 5. Let's go ahead and play Norra. I'm going to give them a development, though. Is that worth? Yeah, it's worth. I do not mind. Oh, we should have grabbed the Landmark Destruction. I knew it. I'm a big noob for that. Not really, though. Alright. 10 damage. Bonk, bonk, bonk. Soul Shepherd. Soul Shepherd. Pass. I'm not gonna glare that. That's fine. I'll glare like another elusive guy. Or a Sparring Student that comes down. Pass. We do have Grim. We're going to Grim this then. Hey, Deathless Grim. Or Heal Grim. Oh, both good. Let's grab the heal.
I got you the most metal present of all. Nothing.
My favorite thing.
Goodbye. Goodbye, my friend. And if Gwen comes down, we can take off her Quick Attack, which is good. Yeah, you just want to play some Soul Shepherds? That's fine. They haven't seen Shark Chariot this game, guys. No Shark means this deck has a lot less pressure. That's fine. Anything else? Where's that Shark? Show me the shark. Okay, now that's a bit of an issue. Yeah, those are very strong. Those are 3/3s each. Let's go ahead and lower one of them. Be a 2/2. Makes my block a little bit better, essentially. And now we need to block accordingly. We're always going to block the 5/6. Oh my god. Oh my god. They're going to give... Oh no. Alright. Aloe does change things up quite a bit. That sucks for me in retrospect. 1/1/6/2. And we can also do... Do I care about Norra?
Are you lost too?
Not really, because I can threaten lethal on open attack if I just do this. I can take 11. Goodbye, Norra. Since they took so much damage and they don't have blockers, I think it's best for us to just set up for a potential open lethal, which I think we have, unless they have Vengeance in there. Let's see if we hit a portal. No portal. Let's see if we hit another portal. Portal, portal, portal. We did. That helps. Oh, it's Mr. Root. Hey, that's going to draw us a card. Pretty good portal unit, actually.
You're welcome.
Pretty good portal units. Yep. Nice, nice, nice. Let's go. And the final deck that I'm covering today is Gnar, Braum, Elder Dragon, which is basically just a Warden deck. Coming in with a win rate of 55.93% and a play rate of 3.09%. Very solid mid-range deck for you to try if you enjoy the mid-range playstyle, which is kind of interesting. So we have PinkHec for aggro combo, NorraElder for control, and Braum Elder Dragon Gnar for mid-range. Its best matchups include Elder Dragon Morgana Shyvana, Elder Dragon Norra Vex, Deep, and Jack Set. Its bad matchups are PinkHec, Aurelion Sol Elder Dragon Morgana, Elder Dragon Mordekaiser Viego, and Jin Annie. So this deck wants to prioritize playing different tribes. Really, really fun. We have a bird here, we have a dog, we have a Poro, we have a unit that generates Poro, we have Weapon Master, we have Yordle, we have Reptile, we have Dragons, we have Yeti, we have another Reptile, all for the sake of this card called Warden of the Tribes. 9 mana 6/6 Overwhelm. When I'm summoned, grant allies +1/+1, including itself, by the way, for each different subtype you've summoned this game. The expected result, I believe, is like a +4 or +5 boost, depending on what you play over the course of the game. So Warden is going to come down as a big Overwhelm finisher, and it's going to also make your dudes massive as well, and you basically play him on an attack turn and full send it. So yeah, the deck is pretty nice. It's got really solid early game with like the Omen Yadulski combo. It's got Sky Splitter to protect, Pioneer to deal with enemy landmarks and keywords and things like that, Ultra Soft Poro for healing even, Braum and Combat Cook, and Gnar to transition the mid game, Glacial Saurian for extra stats and draw, Harsh Winds to slow the game down, Wild Mysticism to speed your game up because we kind of want the mana gems, and also Cloud Drake, which is probably one of the most important cards in the deck. I'd say always keep him because you want Cloud to hit your Warden, right? Because Cloud will discount it. So if you're attacking on evens, this becomes really, really good because now you can play Cloud on 6, you can play Beguiling Cobra on 7, and then you can play Warden on attack 8 and win the game, because that's one of the other combos in this deck. Beguiling Cobra says each round the first time you play another follower, summon an exact copy of it. So Beguiling Cobra into Warden equals double Warden equals GG. Right? Now you have 2 really big Overwhelm Wardens. And if your board is full, grant its stats and keywords to me instead. That's probably not going to happen all that often. But hey, it's good. Then he gets the Overwhelm and stuff. But yeah, Beguiling Cobra into Warden is disgusting. Cloud Drake facilitates this combo. So you basically just develop the board. You play on curve. You attack a bunch. Make it to where once you do a Cloud Drake into Cobra into Warden, you basically just win the game outright. Every single time you play one of these, you're also going to get a buff from Elder Dragon, right? Because of the boons. So it makes this deck even more annoying, even more powerful, even more consistent, even more sticky, depending on which boon you choose. So overall, really, really, really strong deck. Again, if you want to just put dudes on the board, protect them and swing, play mid-range, then this is the one for you. And that's it for the deck rundown. Now here's a live commentary game. And for this example game, we have the classic Kate Teemo combo. Puff Caps. I think Puff Caps would be okay into me. I don't have a lot of innate draw to kind of like stack them, but I think for the most part we should be fine. They are playing the Bandle City combo, so they could have like Ava into Karina and just one-shot me. I think that's going to be the scary part. And I don't really have removal for Ava. So we could do Braum for sure. Gnar and an Ultra Soft Poro. I don't know how I'm going to get all these out, you know, back to back to back, but we have Mysticism too. Let's go ahead and get rid of the Poro since we already have access to another Poro. Double Braum. Hey, that's not bad actually. Take Heart is pretty good. Cannot be slept on in a lot of these games. So yeah, our priority is going to be play all the different tribes. We have a couple dragons. We have a Yordle, Poro. And then hopefully we draw into our Warden by the time our clouds can come down, because then we'll be in a really good spot. We're attacking on evens, right? Because we're on defense 3. We'll be on attack 4, attack 6, and attack 8. I'd love to play Cloud on 6. Then I can get the Warden and have him attack on 8, and that'd be perfect. Just absolutely perfect. But we're all ramping. That changes things, actually. With ramp, that does change it up. Let's go ahead and do... Uh-oh. What? 2 flash bombs on top 1? What are the odds of that? That's crazy, actually. They put 4 in there. I guess it's not that crazy, but that sucks that it happened, right? I'm not gonna risk Braum dying, by the way. If I grab Caitlyn, then I'm gonna get like Mystic Shot poison darted, and no thank you. I'm gonna keep my Braum on the board as a blocker. No real reason to threaten him too much. Grab one of those, get my regen, go next turn. Alright, top deck Warden, please. Harsh Winds. Wait, Harsh Winds is really good here. Like, incredibly good. Hold up. Hold the phone. Wait 1 freaking second. I'm actually so down for this. I'm actually so incredibly down. Let me threaten that Caitlyn real quick. Die. Easy peasy. That's huge. It also floats 3 mana for us. Now we can start doing some shenanigans here. Investigator, let me draw. Thank you. Cobra. Hello, Cobra. Warden! Let's go! So here's what we do. Ow. We do Cloud right now, and then we do Cobra on defense into Warden on attack. Cloud. Let us hit a... Tough Cloud's probably fine. And I'm going to Braum Take Heart. Hopefully they play another Caitlyn for me here, and then I'll kill her. Or a Teemo or something, right? I want them to play something that's a high value grab for our boy Braum. Not Ava. Please don't play Ava. I can't actually deal with her too easily. A third Sting Officer. Alright. You're getting too frisky with all these Sting Officers, you know that? Way too much. You don't gotta be doing all that. Uh-huh. Bam. 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 Now their flash bombs are a lot less useful. Because we have regen on Braum and he's like threatening level up points, and Cloud has tough. So that's pretty epic. Yeah, did nothing. We have another Harsh Winds too if we really wanted to do that. We don't have to though. Yeah, that's fine. We could also turn off keywords. Like, we have so many options, and I kind of like that. I think that's really cool. Let's play our Cobra. Challenger Cobra or Fearsome Cobra? Fearsome Cobra. Very, very fearsome Cobra. That means we can grab a fearsome blocker with Braum, and they can't really do much else. Okay. They got the rat. Not the rat, bro. Yeah, so I want to play... Do I want double Warden, or do I want double Yeti and 1 Warden? Wait, I can't actually play both, never mind.
Practice, as they say, makes perfect.
Caitlyn? I don't have enough for Warden plus Harsh Winds. That's okay. I don't think I'm gonna die. Surely, right? Surely we're not dying here. Let's just do the Warden. Keep it nice and simple. Challenger Warden? Yes, please. Wow, that is balanced. That's just not chill in the slightest, actually. Now that I'm thinking about it. Now that I'm looking again, that's not very cool of me to do. That's not cool at all. That was actually kind of cringe. Vince Intel, you're just gonna make me draw cards, aren't you? You're just gonna make me draw cards here in a minute. And I'm not having it. I'm not very happy about that. I want this one to grab the 2 HP unit. That's gonna be important. And we're also gonna grab the Kate on the far right. Karina, hello. That plant? That's plant. Why wouldn't you activate here? Because if you activated, then maybe Caitlyn hits me for a lot. 12-12, 1-2. 12-12, send. 11-3, you're fearsome. That's awesome. 14-11, you're going to get jump blocked. 9-13, we grab the Kate. I mean, it's technically more damage. Because Caitlyn's going to have to block anyways. And she's not threatening lethal on us, so I think it is better to grab max HP. Also is our Braum level, so that's just optimal. We have Sky Splitter for +1 in case we need. And we get there. We actually get there with Sky Splitter. We actually get there. Oh my god. The optimization worked. Exact lethal. We did 19. That's basically an OTK. And the hand wasn't even optimal. That was just Cobra and the Warden being that broken, I guess. And we get to close out with a Braum level up. Christmas came early, guys. Christmas came early with this deck. And that's it for this week's decks. Extra shout out to the patrons on screen. Much love and thank you for supporting. So yeah, to wrap things up, this video contains something for everyone. If you want to play aggro combo, pick up PinkHec. If you want to play slow and reactive, grab yourself NorraElder for your control deck of choice. And finally, if you want something middle ground that plays big dudes and wins through combat, grab yourself the GnarWarden deck. This has been Meta Report. Thank you so much for watching and have a good one. Laters.